Alright guys, it's been a while. I figure I should just quick hop on and give a little update and thank everybody on 1,000 subscribers. I'm pretty sure I hit that today. It was a pretty cool milestone. I was meaning to maybe do a video when I hit 500, and then 500 turned into 750, and then 750 turned into 1,000, so I had to stop procrastinating and figured tonight was maybe the night. We got lots going on here lately. I know I really haven't been doing the videos, but like I had said last year, I was going to give it a whirl, and if it wasn't for me, it wasn't for me, but definitely the in-cars have been more my thing. So we're going to continue on with them for now, and we'll see about the rest. My buddy Don told me to come on here and not make up a bunch of stupid excuses about how busy I've been. That hasn't been the case. I just really haven't been doing the videos. So we're back. We'll maybe do a little quick little shop update. We got first derby of the season, kinda. It's basically a cleanup show from last year, but there's a winter derby coming up in less than 2 weeks. So we've been getting, where is it? That car back there. We pulled it in on the weekend, a couple days or a couple nights work, and it's basically good to roll. And then see here, the 3100 Volvo. Some may know about it, some may not. I made a post a little bit ago on Facebook that really picked up some traction. And yeah, a lot more than I expected, and a lot more positive than I expected for as far as the post went. There actually wasn't a whole lot. So a few things about that post with the 3100 swap. I realized that the 3100 will bolt right up to the transmission out of a 2.2 liter S10. I read that, looked into it, and I get it. But the problem is around me, well, first off, I took in a turbo 350 trans on trade. So I had the transmission. It was very little effort to actually just make up an adapter plate and adapt it to that transmission. And also 2.2 liter S10s, there's less of a chance of me finding a transmission for one around here. If I went and searched for one, yes, I would find the transmission. But if I roasted through that transmission or whatever and I needed to find another one, it's a lot quicker and easier for me to find a turbo 350 trans than it is the S10, and I actually have less into the swap than it would have been to go and buy one. So that's why I went that route. And the other comments that I saw basically were, I'm not the first person to have done this swap. You are 100% correct. I am not the first person to have done this swap. Wasn't claiming to be. The point behind my post is that a lot of people aren't doing this type of thing. There's a lot of people, putting together good competitive hard cars with their purpose of winning. There's not as many people putting cars together to express their build talents, maybe. I guess if that's the right thing to say. There's not a lot of people doing cars just because it's cool. This year, it's just plain cool, right? I can probably build, well, I know I can build a W body that would just wipe the wheels off of this car, but it's half as cool, right? That's why I'm doing this, and I'm trying to encourage other people maybe to branch off and try some cool things. We have a great rule set coming up this year. They came out with it a few weeks ago. I had this idea in mind before that came out, and I was just going to go ahead and do it and figure out where to run it. And now that the rules have come out, I can really take this Volvo thing pretty far and do a lot of the stuff that I'd really like to do. I've already done a lot of the stuff that I wanted to do to it, and it's coming along pretty good. So that's kind of a update on that whole Volvo post. Why I did what I did. Everybody's comments were good. They were all relative. They were all really positive. But yeah, a lot of people were kind of just missing the point on why I did what I did. And if you want to do it different, let's see your 3100 swap. Let's see what you put it into. But yeah, we'll just do a quick little run around the shop here maybe. Let's see what we got. So we got the 3100 in the Volvo. Let's zoom out there. We got the 3100 stuffed in the Volvo in the last bunch of weeks. I kind of went on a bit of a mission working on it and stuff like that, and I had just a goal in my head of when I wanted to have it running and functional just for peace of mind to know that this idea was going to work, because there is a lot of time in it so far, probably too much time, but again, I'm doing it to be fun, not to be competitive. So we took it out on, I guess, Friday. I finally got it to the point that it would run and drive, not stop. Had a little incident with the workbench and the trolley crane. We're all good. I tweaked the poor car a little bit. So it turns out that the workbench is currently harder than the Volvo. Hopefully we're gonna fix that. But yeah, so we just got it slapped together real crudely. Gas tank sitting on the floor and stuff like that. Just to prove that the idea is gonna work. And I mean, so far it's a lot of fun. I'll maybe see if I can slip a clip into this video here. But it has way more power than the diesel ever did have, and it needs a little bit of tuning, so there's still a lot more that can be done with it. And there's not much to show really, but you have seen this. This is probably the last car you saw, pro car that ran at Brigden. Last video I did was an aftermath on this. It was in pretty good shape. Snapped an axle on it, so I changed the axle before it went in the storage, stuff like that. Got it ready to go. Just fastened some door plates back on. A little bit of trunk work, stuff like that. Nothing too crazy. I think I mentioned in the last video probably the trunk on this thing is doing good things. Not used to that on W bodies. I'm used to being scared of the trunks on them, that they're gonna do all sorts of bad things, but it's cooperating pretty good. Yeah, that's about it. Had my dad actually did me a favor last weekend and slipped down to Michigan, go see Jeremy at Backwoods Racing, and he updated his tune for me to his new Meltdown tune, and I sent another computer, got it tuned, so we're going to be running a couple more of those Backwoods computers this year. I highly recommend them. Anybody kind of local to the Southern Ontario, if you're not a fan of shipping, if you're not a fan of PayPal and all that stuff in the States, he's about a half hour from Port Huron, the border. So it's a quick afternoon trip to go see him, get what you need, and get stuff tuned in. Yeah, that's about it. We're getting ready to kick off the season. I'm hoping to have some ambition at the Winter Derby, and we'll get some GoPros, not just in my own cars, but hopefully in some other people's. Anybody throughout the season local to me that sees me at a show or whatever and says, it'd be cool to have an in-car video, just to remember this by, I want to put on a show. I want to make some good footage. Just come up, ask me. If I've already committed to some other people, I'll just let you know that, and I'll catch you on the next one. If I forget, just remind me. I got a terrible memory. But yeah, that's pretty much what we got going on. So we'll be back in a couple weeks with some in-cars, hopefully. Maybe an aftermath, maybe a trophy. I don't know how it'll go, but we'll go from there. And then after that, there'll be a bit of a break till the start of the actual 2024 season. So just wanted to pop on, thank everybody on the 1,000 subscribers, and let you know what's going on. All right, see you shortly.